Dear students, in this video tutorial, we will learn about alkyl halides. After watching this video, you will be able to define alkyl halides, describe nucleophilic substitution reactions in alkyl halides, write the mechanism of SN1 and SN2 reactions, differentiate SN1 and SN2 reactions, and discuss the factors affecting SN1 and SN2 reaction. Alkyl halides are the compounds in which a halogen atom is attached to carbon. They have general formula RX, where R is the alkyl group and X is halogen, which may be chlorine, bromine, iodine, or fluorine. The halogen atom bonded to a carbon atom is the functional group of alkyl halide. The alkyl halides are classified as primary, secondary, or tertiary alkyl halides depending upon whether the X, that is, the halogen atom, is attached to a primary, secondary, or tertiary carbon atom. See, in primary alkyl halide, the halogen atom is attached to primary carbon. What is primary carbon? The carbon atom which is attached to one another carbon atom or no other carbon atom is known as primary carbon. In the secondary alkyl halide, the halogen atom is attached to secondary carbon. The secondary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to two other carbon atoms. In the tertiary alkyl halides, the halogen atom is attached to tertiary carbon. The tertiary carbon atom is the carbon atom which is attached to three other carbon atoms as shown in this structure. Now we will see the derivatives of alkyl halides. Depending upon the number of halogen atoms attached to alkyl group, they are classified as monohalogen derivative in which only one halogen atom is attached to alkyl group. For example, chloroethane. See, in the structure, a single chlorine atom is attached to a carbon atom. So, they are also called as monohalides. The next class is dihalogen derivatives. These compounds are obtained by replacing two hydrogen by two halogen atoms. For example, ethylene dichloride and dichloromethane. See, in the structure of ethylene dichloride, the halogen atom, that is chlorine, is attached to two different carbon atoms. And in the structure of dichloromethane, the two chlorine atoms are attached to the same carbon atom. If the two halogen atoms are attached to two adjacent carbons, then the compounds referred to as vicinal dihalide. And if two halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon, then it is known as geminal dihalide. And these derivatives are called as dihalides. The next class is trihalogen derivatives. In this, the three halogen atoms are attached to a hydrocarbon. For example, chloroform, that is trichloromethane. See, in the structure, three chlorine atoms are attached to the carbon. So, these are called as trihalides. The next class is tetrahalogen derivatives. In this, the compounds are obtained by replacing four hydrogen atoms by four halogen atoms. For example, carbon tetrachloride, that is tetrachloromethane. See, in the structure, the four chlorine atoms are attached to a carbon atom. So, these are called as tetrahalides. If the halogen atom is attached to a unsaturated hydrocarbon group, that is the compounds containing double or triple bond, then these compounds are called as unsaturated halides. For example, vinyl chloride having IUPAC name chloroethene. In this, the chlorine atom is attached to a unsaturated carbon atom of alkene. Now we will see the chemical properties of alkyl halides. The alkyl halides are very reactive compounds. They undergo substitution, elimination and reduction reaction. The alkyl halides also reacts with metals to form organometallic compounds. When a substitution reaction involves the attack by a nucleophile, then the reaction is referred to as SN, where S stands for substitution and N for nucleophile. The nucleophilic substitution reactions are divided into two types, SN2 reaction and SN1 reaction. Now we will see the nucleophilic substitution reaction. The carbon hydrogen bond in alkyl halides is polar because of the high electronegativity of the halogen atom relative to carbon. The carbon atom is therefore a good target for attack by a nucleophile, that is electron rich species. The reaction may be represented as in this the nucleophile attacks to the carbon atom of alkyl halide and replaces the hydrogen atom to form a substitution product. See, in nucleophilic substitution reactions, the primary alkyl halides undergo substitution by SN2 mechanism. The secondary alkyl halides may undergo nucleophilic substitution either by SN1 or SN2 mechanism, depending on the solvent. If ionizing solvent is present, then it undergoes by SN1 mechanism, and If ionizing solvent is absent, then it undergoes by SN2 mechanism. The tertiary alkyl halides undergo substitution by SN1 mechanism because the attack of nucleophile on the crowded tertiary alkyl halide is difficult. Now we will see SN2 mechanism. SN2 stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. In this, the attack of nucleophile and the ejection of halide ion takes place simultaneously. For example, the hydrolysis of methyl bromide by aqueous NaOH. In this, the nucleophile attacks to the carbon of methyl bromide and pass through a transition state where the carbon and OH bond is half formed and carbon halogen bond is half broken. After completion of transition state, the bromine get removed and replaced by OH group to form methyl alcohol. In SN1 mechanism, SN1 stands for unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. This mechanism involves two steps. For example, the hydrolysis of tertiary butyl bromide with aqueous NaOH. In the step 1, the alkyl halide ionizes to give a planar carbonium ion, and the carbonium ion is planar because the centrally positively charged carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. In the second step, the nucleophile can attack the planar carbonium ion from either side to give a tertiary butyl alcohol. Now we will see the difference between SN1 reactions and SN2 reactions. In SN1 reaction, the SN1 reaction is a two-step mechanism and the SN2 reaction is a one-step mechanism. In SN1 reaction, the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of alkyl halides, and in SN2 reaction, the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of alkyl halide and nucleophile. In SN1 reaction, it is a unimolecular nucleophilic substitution, and SN2 is a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. In SN1 reaction, the rate of reaction depends on the structure of halide, that is tertiary halides, secondary halides and primary halides. And in SN2 reaction, the rate of reaction depends on the structure of halide, that is primary halides, secondary halides and tertiary halides. The SN1 reaction is favored by polar solvents, and the SN2 reaction is favored by non-polar solvents. The SN1 reaction can occur with weak bases, and the SN1 reaction requires strong bases. To study the factors affecting SN1 and SN2 reactions, visit the link given in the description of this video. Thanks for watching this video.